Breaking news. Disturbing footage emerging from multiple suburban communities, where large numbers of abandoned Labubu are now roaming freely, harassing residents and causing widespread disruption. Good evening. What started as a popular pet trend has turned into a complete disaster. Tonight we investigate the Labubu phenomenon, from the pet stores to the streets, and what scientists are now calling a potential ecological and ethical emergency. It all began in 2027, when a group of Chinese scientists, led by Chief Scientist Dr. Junping, genetically engineered living Labubu as a new pet product. Marketed heavily in North America, they quickly became one of the most sought-after pets of the year, until owners discovered just how difficult they were to keep. Labubu turned out to be far too intelligent for domestic life. They quickly learned to escape and began to attack other pets, especially dogs, while causing extensive damage to homes. Mass abandonment followed within just a few months.
I'm standing in a quiet suburban neighborhood just outside Chicago. Just a few months ago, families here were excited to bring home their new family members. Now, many of those same families have abandoned them, and the animals are everywhere.
Those creatures broke into our garage last week. My dog is terrified of them.
Residents tell us stories like this are becoming increasingly common. As more and more Labubu are abandoned, they have formed packs. They're now competing with stray animals for food and have become a serious nuisance in many communities. Local authorities have begun roundups, but animal rights groups are already protesting, calling the culls inhumane. In more remote areas, the situation has escalated further. The military has been deployed to control the growing wild population, using aerial operations in heavily forested regions.
We've been granted WARE access to one of the operation zones. What we're seeing here is unlike anything wildlife officials have dealt with before. These are not ordinary animals. These structures look a lot like the earliest shelters built by our ancestors. They appear to be deliberate constructions. We seem to be seeing signs of early civilization. We're currently about 150 feet away from the fire. They've noticed us. As you can see, some of them are quite vigilant. So far, they're just watching. I think this is some kind of ritual. They're dancing around the fire. This is incredible. Look at them. I think we may not be the only civilization on this planet anymore. The ritual appears to have ended. They're not attacking, but they're also not leaving the area. Several of them are slowly backing away while keeping their eyes on us. One of them has been staring directly at the camera for quite some time. We're still maintaining our distance. It feels like they're assessing us as much as we're observing them.
Public reaction has been deeply divided. While many residents continue to demand action due to safety concerns, animal rights groups and a growing number of citizens are calling for these creatures to be recognized as a protected species. Some are arguing what we're seeing in the forest may represent the emergence of a new intelligent civilization.
Whether these Labubu represent a dangerous invasive species or potentially the emergence of another civilization remains a subject of intense debate. What is becoming clear is that we may be facing a new form of intelligent life on this planet, one whose existence we are only beginning to understand. Reporting from Apex News Network, I'm Veronica Hale. Good night.